Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Ozark Outpost. Global War 85, Operation Nike, China 4.7. All right. China is ready to go with tech. Here, I didn't set this up ahead of time. What am I thinking? Here we go. Okay, it's going to be AMD again. They've been struggling with that. Computers again. Everybody has struggled with that. And chemical. Well, it looks like a clean sweep this time. Yep, that'll do it. So China finishes AMD finally. They get stage 1 of computers. Doesn't get them anything, but you got to start somewhere. And they go up to stage 3 on chemical warfare doctrine. Okay, now we have to do some battlefield nuclear. We have to do some nuclear release authorization rolling. I overlooked this on China's last turn. They were at war with FEC, and FEC did possess northern and central Manchuria. Let me make sure again that that's correct. No, that's not it. It's per possessed home country land zone. So that's going to be 3 dice for northern and central Manchuria, 1 for western Xinjiang, and 1 for Hainan Island. So that's 4 that they're due from last turn. If they miss all those, then they get this turn's roll will be 5 dice. So 4 dice. Looking for 11 or better. Okay, there's a 12. So China last turn got released for battlefield nukes. We'll put units on for that in a second because this turn China also has a chance for theater release because FEC has captured all of Manchuria. And that roll is 4 dice. Okay, they missed their theater release. They needed 11 or better, and the only thing they did was 10s. So let's get them fixed up on their battlefield nuke authorization. I got to stop and go back because I have to get, I've got to get an FEC roundel to put on their dashboard. Okay, so China is released for battlefield nukes, but there's no reserve forces for battlefield nukes. So that is what it is. But now their artillery can shoot battlefield nukes. Okay, now we move on to purchase. Military aid. China had 13 in the bank. Believe it or not, they are going to spend 4 to, this is just a chip. You'll see why. Because they're going to send an early generation fighter to Zaire as military aid. Then they're going to spend another 4 on an early gen fighter for themselves. Then they're going to spend another 4 to add to their land force modernization bank and bring that up to 10 to finish it. So now they have to spend this 10 on land force upgrades. So they're going to spend the whole 10 to upgrade 2 early gen MBTs to next generation MBTs. That chip's there because I'm going to need it to make change. And then they save 1 out of their income. So that's where we are with all of that. China is not going to do any combat. The best they could do in either place really is a half-hearted spoiling attack, and it looks like they would just be throwing units away, probably to no good purpose, weakening themselves for FEC's next turn. So there isn't going to be any combat. There isn't going to be any non-combat movement. They're going to keep everybody where they are. So we move forward then to place units. So the early gen fighter gets built here in Beijing. The 2 early gen MBTs that are being upgraded are also here in Beijing. So then this stack here gets reduced to 2. That's why I had that extra chip over here. So there's that. Oh, I also forgot to mention, I also forgot to update China's missile inventory after going to war. So from last turn, they collected 1 cruise missile, 1 YJ8, and 3 silkworms. Okay, so now we're going around here, and since China is at war with a major power, they can send military aid to their aligned miners. They do have the defense treaty with Zaire, so they're delivering an early gen fighter to them. Try to check any evil Soviet intentions in southern Africa there. Okay, we did all that. Placed units. Collect income. That's 13. Plus the one they saved. Look at that, I remembered again. So that's going to put 14 in China's bank for next turn. And they get 1 cruise missile, 1 more YJ8, which is going to change this to a red chip. There's their YJ8s. And 3 more silkworms, which will add a green chip to this stack. Okay, Ozark Outpost, over and out.